It is now common to see children as young as 3 enrolled in a nursery school for 3 years before joining primary school. This level consists of baby class, middle class and top class. However, the sector has largely remained private. David Izali, a parent from Bubita in Bududa district, points out that nursery education has largely been accessible to urban parents. He asserts that in rural areas, only a few can afford it, leaving many children without this crucial early childhood development stage. To escape this narrative, he began a nursery school for his area.
Remember that in the urban areas, children go to school, the parents take the children up to the age of 3, 4, 5. So they have about 3 years above the primary school age. That means in all they do about 10 years of primary, while in the rural area they do 7 years. And at the end of the day, they all do the same exam.
The Education Policy Review Commission's report submitted to the Ministry of Education and Sports recommends a compulsory 1-year pre-primary education for children aged 5 to 6 years. It emphasizes that this policy, if adopted, will enhance access, especially in rural and underserved areas.
You know, we have the parents and the guardians who now think they don't have time for their children. But the whole idea is that we are losing focus. Because before we go to the teaching learning process, there is that learning that takes place at home. From the mothers, from the fathers. As it used to be in the early days in the informal education. Now parenting is not there, and possibly that explains the kind of behavior, the morals that we see in society.
Philbert Baguma, Unatu General Secretary, argues that the government's limited attention to early childhood education has been a disservice, and this reform should have been introduced much earlier.
The idea of pre-primary is actually something that should have been done yesterday, not today. Because research has it that countries that have invested in pre-primary, the investment return is very high. And therefore, leaving it in the hands of the private sector has been a disservice to Ugandans.
Educationists have also endorsed the proposed 8 a.m. school morning reporting time, criticizing the current practice of nursery children leaving home as early as 6 a.m.
Because if you make these learners, these toddlers, wake up very early, they reach school when they're already tired. Because now a parent will tell you, I wake up very early because I have to beat jam and reach at school early. But if there was a policy where children in a certain locality don't cross to further schools, don't cross from their locality, but they study within their locality, that will help a lot.
Crispus Arinitwe, Win Mukisa, UBC News.